Hey guys, it's Liliana, and today we're going to be speaking about 7 ways to boost your credit score. So first things first, we do need our credit report and scores, and I highly recommend using something like Identity IQ. The link is in the bio if you want to go ahead and use that. It's only $1, and it's going to show you all your credit scores and your reports from years and when you actually started using your credit, building it. And this is very important. We're not going to use Credit Karma because we all know that's inaccurate. So if you guys believe Credit Karma is accurate, go ahead and go to Identity IQ, use the link down below, and you'll see how inaccurate Credit Karma is. Remember guys, Credit Karma is always going to tell you things like you're pre-approved for this, you're pre-approved for that, and then you don't even know it. You are getting things signed up for, and you have a whole bunch of inquiries and things like that because your credit score is already low. Now, the first thing everyone kind of understands is paying your bills on time. I understand that sometimes we have emergency funds that we have to use, like car issues, maybe the mortgage, maybe less hours at work or anything like that. Sometimes even family emergencies, family trips that have to happen because of that. So there's a lot of things that happen, especially like if you lose your job and you don't have the money to pay these credit cards. But the good thing is that you can legally dispute this with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and when you dispute these items that are inaccurate, they come off, okay? They don't come back as verified. 79% of Americans are actually living with inaccurate report on their credit score. The problem with that is that their credit score is probably lower than what it actually needs to be, and this is what your report should kind of look like. If this is what the page looks like, then you are probably in the right website. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys understand that. I highly recommend paying at least the minimum bill for your credit. It's better than missing a payment because we all know and understand that credit has to do with credit utilization, monthly payments, credit history. It has to do with a lot of different criterias, and if you pay your bill on time, at least it's showing that you're responsible enough. Okay, another one is reducing credit card balances. We all, like I said, we all have been there where we max out our credit cards, and we should not be using more than 30% of our credit cards. Okay guys, if you have a $10,000 credit card, max is $3,000. Okay, we're not going over the limit because first of all, that's how we get into debt, and second of all, it's not good for our report. Okay, so the third one is actually disputing credit report errors. Like I said guys, 79% of Americans have some type of error on their credit report, and if you think about it guys, these are banks, like these are humans processing these transactions, and at the end of the day, we make mistakes and things happen, and this is why there's an error there, especially like name spelling, address, maybe a number that's wrong in your social security. This can all be disputed legally. When we do this in credit developers, we actually request copies of your credit reports from the 3 major bureaus like Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. You could do this for yourself as well. You can review those documents for any errors, dispute any inaccurate or outdated information which could be dragging down your score. And the reason this is so important is because we understand how important credit is. That is the reason you can buy a house, you can get a good rate on your car, you can actually start a business. There's a lot of different things you can do with credit. Another one is that if you have a 600 or lower credit score, I highly recommend avoiding opening new credit card applications. This is a big red flag. You should not be doing this because you most likely will try to open it and get denied, and now you have an inquiry. Yes, you can dispute the inquiry because it doesn't make sense for you to have an inquiry on a credit card that you don't even have in your hands. Okay, so that is inaccurate information. The fifth one is actually increasing your credit limits. So you can actually ask your credit card issuers for a higher credit limit. If approved, this lowers your credit utilization ratio, provided you maintain the same balance or pay it down. I highly recommend this for people that are in the 600s and let's say they're over the 30%. you can actually ask for a credit card limit 3 to 6 months. And I recommend this because if you're paying down your balances, they see that you're paying it down and they want to do an increase because you're paying it down and you want to stay with them and bank with them. You know, just talk to them the right way, say the right words, you know, ask them for a credit limit increase, and they'll be more than happy to do it because the least thing that they want is you not pay off that debt or you close the account. Another one is actually becoming an authorized user. So if someone with excellent credit is willing to add you as an authorized user on their credit card, their good payment history can actually positively impact your credit score, providing the issuer reports authorized users to the credit bureaus. The good thing about this is that if someone, even your family member, for example, if they have a 720, you know, their history is perfect, and, you know, we here at Credit Developers can help you get authorized user to $4,000 to $20,000 of authorized users on your account with a 720 or higher standing score. You can do this with someone you know, but I highly recommend you make sure that that person you're doing it with is not using their credit cards, or if they have an emergency and they need to use your credit card. Because if you're an authorized user and they use their credit card and they go over the max 30%, it's going to mess up your report because it's basically adding a good profile on your report. And if their profile that they're actively using, it will damage your credit report. Users can last anywhere up to 90 days or longer depending. I highly recommend you doing that when you delete any inaccuracy so your score can boost 100 to 200 points more. I do want to let you guys know some simple little steps that I always recommend for people is getting little apps like Credit Builder Self, and I have the link in the bio below if you guys want to go ahead and use my referral code. Self actually helps you build your report. It's basically an app that you can pay monthly on your credit report, and it reports to your credit report. And it's, the term is, I think, is like 24 months, but after the term that you've been paying monthly, and it's like $35, $25 minimum. But when you report this monthly for 24 months, even if your credit score is bad, you will get approved, and after the 24 months you'll actually get like all that money back reimbursed. So it's basically just helping you report something because you have bad credit, because we all know if you have like a 600 score or less, you will not get approved for a credit card, and it's really hard to build your credit score without any credit history when anything inaccurate is disputed, you know. So there is Self, there is Kickoff, and there's AVA, and I'll leave all the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys get better credit scores. If you guys don't understand how to do these things or need someone to consult with to read your report, I do offer my consultations, and the link is down below of my website. Go ahead and just leave your phone number and your name and we'll reach out to you. Bye guys.